Well, what's up, everybody? We're back here on Pacific Inlet once again, and I went ahead and speeded up the time to 5 o'clock in the morning, and we'll see if we can get some more of these logs delivered down to the sawmill, because these logs were, last game was causing, or last time I was recording was causing me a bit of a lag issue there. I was having some bad lag as I was getting around these logs, but then I realized a little bit later on that it was probably the game again messing up on me. I may have to go back through my mods list in the error log and see if anything's causing a problem. But let's get started here with this log pile today. And let me get switched over to my correct profile. Enjoy the key. And I've got something that's stuck. Slider number 1. Should have known it. Yeah, my joystick has these little, both of them have these little slider things, which I'm assuming is got something to do with, like if you're in an airplane, you can adjust the throttle or something with this little slider deal. So that's probably what that's all about. And I'm just trying to get a few of these logs straightened up before we go to grabbing them. Well, so much for that. Yeah, boy. Maybe this will be good enough. Alright, let's move closer here to the pile. Yeah, I'd like to get some of these logs out of here because I think it is causing some problems still, even though I'm seems to be okay. I did reboot my computer before I got playing here, so it's fresh and ready to go. I think I'll start doing that from now on because I think that was part of my problem. I hadn't rebooted my computer in a while, and with these, even though I'm running fairly low graphic, well, not low graphics, but I'm running medium settings on pretty much everything on this game, could be causing some problems with all these logs sitting here. I know it does, like whenever you turn on developer mode or whatever, you can look and see some things, some different things, and then it actually will show you. I believe that you can kind of see the logs. At least I've seen it before on some other videos. Some other guys on YouTube have looked at the logs in developer mode. You can see where they're active and whatever, and might be causing some problems. Didn't even touch that log. There's some collision issues with this loader. It's not bad, but there definitely is. Okay, now let's throw just a few more on here. Oh, there it goes again. I've still got to figure out what is causing that. It's like all of a sudden my loader just, the grapple arm just jumps. Oh, it's weird. Yeah, I've got to figure out why it does that. That's probably good enough. Alright, and if you remember in the last video it was getting dark. It was just about, I believe it's just about midnight when we were finishing up on the last video, and I went ahead and sped up time to get back to the daylight. I thought maybe that could have been part of the problem with all the floodlights around the landing causing them, but I think it was just I needed to reboot my computer. Okay, so let's stop that one right there for now. And then let's get back to our skidder. I've got a few logs pulled up here at the landing, but let's go ahead and get the rest of these over here skidded up, and that way we can cut down the rest of these trees, and then we'll be able to move the cutter. And we probably won't be able to get all the trees cut today. I don't have time, but we'll definitely try to get all these trees skidded up. I think we can do that at least. Keep forgetting I'm on the wrong Enjoy the Key profile. And I also need to come through here with the stump grinder and get all these stumps ground up, just to clean it up a bit. Yeah, and I think what I've decided too is the next video that you'll see on Pacific Inlet is going to be high-speed logging number 3. I'll get everything moved down, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut from Catsea Lake on the right-hand side of that road that leads from there to the sawmill. You know, as you're going north, of course. But all that Serna Pass area right through there, I'm going to cut all of that from Catsea Lake all the way down to the sawmill. And it's going to be an ambitious project, so you may not see many Pacific Inlet map videos after this one for a bit. It may be a week or week and a half, something like that, before I can get that video finished up. But because I'll have to play quite a few hours to get all that cut. But we've already cut a bit of it down there near the sawmill, so there's not all of it to cut, but there is a good bit. But I'll do the best I can and do it as quickly as I can. I've got a few other videos already filmed for some of the other maps, like Rattlesnake Valley. I think I've got one, so I can probably, you know, work on it some. And then plus I've got probably 4 or 5 videos still on this map. As I'm recording this one, I've got about 4, I think, already pre-recorded, so that'll give me a little bit of a buffer. But yeah, the next video you'll see after this one's going to be high-speed logging number 3. That'll be our 3rd one we've done. Whoa. Tree kind of got sideways there. Yeah, that's not a very good skid right there. Oh, I thought I had that. Yeah, it's kind of weird. As I get up close to that log pile, my skidder kind of starts to stutter, and the game stutters, and then as I get away from it, it really gets back to normal. So it's got to be that big pile of logs that's causing all these issues. Parts of it, anyway. Now, I did, as I was recording the last episode on this map, I noticed that the game hung up on me again, but luckily I had saved it before that happened, and so I didn't lose anything. But I did notice whenever I was trying to figure out how am I gonna, you know, not lose my gameplay, I logged out of the, or tabbed out of the game, and I closed my OBS software and Joy to Key, which I had open, and that allowed me to get the game saved, you know, escape out of the game and get back to the main menu, so I have to remember that in case it happens again. Let's try close and join the key in OBS, and maybe that'll fix it. Another bit of news, which, well, I don't even know if I should mention this. I hate talking about current events because I've got so many videos. I've got 4 or 5 videos, and so this won't even air for a few weeks. But anyway, I'm just going to talk about it. FDR Logging is coming out with some exciting new stuff. I keep saying that and then end up not using some of it. But anyway, he's coming out with a new map. It's going to be a snow map, Arctic something map. I wasn't too impressed with the last one he did, which I can't remember which one that was. Maybe this is the same one. He just revamped it or something. But he came out with a snow map, and I didn't like it. I could never get the processor to pick up the logs, and I mean the map itself was okay, but I just couldn't get the processor to pick up the logs to cut them. And then he's also coming out with all kinds of new machines, shovel loader, I think a new log truck, and this one's exciting, which I'm looking forward to seeing. It is a wheeled feller buncher. So as you know, all the feller bunchers that are in game right now are just track machines. Well, I guess everybody's bugged him enough that he's decided to do a wheeled one, which the game needs, in my opinion, because down here where I live in the south, nobody uses, well, I can't say nobody. It's more common to see wheeled feller bunchers than it is tracked ones. Guess I should say that, but it's gonna be fun to see what he comes up with. I have not used the bucksaw loader thing that he came out with very much. I was gonna use it over on Rockwood, and I decided to use the tracked grapple saw loader instead. But the wheeled feller buncher should be pretty cool. Okay, well I think that's about all of the logs, and I've probably only got about another, I might can go maybe another 30 minutes, but let's go ahead and hop in our feller buncher over here and see if we can't cut down the rest of these trees. And if you remember, you see these striped trees, that's going to be our no cut zones. We can't cut inside those. So we got a little bit of a strip back behind us anyway, but we're going to work on just what's right here beside us and in front of us. We'll try to get all of that cut. And I've forgotten what buttons do what on which machines. Yeah, on the other maps I'm playing with the Cabs modding John Deere feller bunchers, and it's the other button that actually grabs the trees. There's some goofy stuff going on with this thing. And I may be switching to that machine here too. I don't particularly like the fact that you can change, or the camera moves inside the cab now. I don't like that. It's, oh no, we got a tree hung on us. Get off me. There we go. Oh, good grief. This camera does all kind of weird stuff in here. It's something with my joy to key settings has allows me the camera to move particularly like that. Oh, good grief. Yeah, this ain't going too good today. I think I'm on some uneven ground or something. Whoops. Yep. This ain't going too good today. Good grief. Wow. Oh, come on. Wow. This is just, it's not going good. We're just gonna have trees everywhere, I guess. Nope. Yeah, I think I'm on something. Yeah, see, I'm on another tree. It's got me all messed up. Let's get out of here. Let's see, we can't. Well, we might be able to grab that. Let's grab this tree right here. Be fine. Wow. I'm not sure what happened there. Oop. Well, I guess it must have worked itself out of there. Well, we're just making a mess of these trees, aren't we? Yeah, I'm half tempted to switch back to the Tiger Cat with a yellow track filler buncher that FTR Logan had a previous version. I think I've still got it somewhere. And then I'm also half tempted to switch to some other machine, maybe the John Deere that I'm using on the other series, because yeah, I don't like that the camera inside the cab moves on this one. I don't like it. It messes me up. Cause I'm used to not having one move, and then all of a sudden it does. It's distracting and annoying, because something on my joy to key settings will cause the camera just to, like when I'm trying to tilt the head or something like that, and the camera moves on me. I don't like that. Whoops. Timber. Let's make another pass down through here, and we'll try to get all these right in this little area to the right. And that's about all I'm going to do. I think there may be some more. Yes, just about got them all. I was going to say there may be some more up on top of that hill, but I think we just about got them. Oops. What happened there? I hit the right button. Oh, there's some weird stuff going on with this. It's my joy to key settings. I'm sure y'all are tired of me talking about it, but uh-oh. Well, that didn't take much. Wow. Oh well. Looks like we'll be moving the file buncher. Let me see if I can't possibly get it turned back over with the skidder. No. Yeah, see, the problem is there's no collision on the top of this thing. The only thing that has collision, I think, is the tracks and the head on the fellow buncher itself. So I don't think this is going to work. Oh well. Okay, well, we're resetting the fellow buncher back to the shop, which looks like we'll be starting early down on the other part. Oh well. Tell you what I'll do. We'll go ahead and reset the fellow buncher to the shop, and then I'll run down there with the lowboy, and then we'll deliver that up to the Cat Sea Lake area and get that started for next time. So I will cut the rest of these down by hand with a chainsaw, and then we'll get them skidded up and process them eventually. But yeah, next video that you see, we'll be doing high-speed logging number 3, and what we're going to do is we're going to start at the Cat Sea Lake just to the southeast of that, and we're going to cut that whole strip of timber down to Serna Pass, all the way down to the sawmill, which really, we cut a good bit down there near the sawmill. In fact, if you look across from area number 1, I think is about where we stopped. Maybe not quite that far. But yeah, so that's what we'll do next time, is we'll cut everything from Cat Sea Lake on the right hand side of that road all the way down to the sawmill, and then we'll get all that. Probably we'll sell it. Let's see if the prices have done anything since it's a new day. No, they're still the same. I was hoping that since we haven't sold much wood at the sawmill, that it would come in great demand for wood, but so far it hasn't. Well, we'll continue to stockpile. I suppose we may be able to sell a little bit here or there, but anyway, yes. Okay, so I'll cut the rest of these trees by hand with a chainsaw, and we'll get them skidded up and processed, and have a big old load of logs there, and we'll get as many truckloads as we can out of here down to their sawmill, and then I'll get the fellow buncher started cutting. And so the next video that you see, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll load up all these logs on the trailers and get all these processed, of course, and then the ones that we need to cut still over there, get those dropped and get them skidded up and processed. And I'll go ahead, and what I'll do is I'll count the loads, and so whenever you see the high-speed logging video, just take note of the load count up there is going to include all of this that's on the ground and all this we have not cut yet that we need to skid up and process. So And I'll do all this off video so that way we can just get started next time with doing the high-speed logging on that Catsey Lake down to the sawmill. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. That's the plan. And as far as wood chips go, same thing. Whenever I get all this stuff processed and the tops, you know, gathered up over there, I'll chip them up and I'll scoop up all this stuff and get it loaded up into the wood chip trailer, and might make a few runs with that. I'll see. I don't know if we have anything in here right now. I think it's empty. Yeah, it's empty. So we'll get that done too. But yeah, next video that you see on Pacific Inlet is going to be high-speed logging number 3, and I'm not sure how long it's going to be. I'll try to keep it as short as I can, but that's a lot of timber in there, and you know, we've only really begun to scratch the surface on this map, to be honest, because we cut a little bit first of all down there number 5. Then we moved up here to where we're at now, but we cut just basically this interior part of the loop. And then we moved, I think we did down near the sawmill. We cut a little bit down there. I wish I had my map finished where I could show you exactly what we've cut. I do have just a hand-drawn map or whatever I did in Photoshop. But and then we moved up to near Davison Lake, and now we're back up here to where we're at now. So we've cut basically everything from Davison Lake all the way to the west and to the north, kind of in that little area. So that's a pretty good chunk right there, but we still got a long ways to go because we haven't touched anything south of that road that runs south of Davison Lake. We haven't really done much around Knoll Lake or Mungatu Mountain or Ashworth Mountain. We hadn't even touched any of that in there. So we still got a long way to go, but I'll do some high-speed videos every once in a while to help speed it along, because I really do want to try to cut this whole entire map and see how many loads that we get of timber. And I kind of wish that I had been keeping track of what the revenue was off of all this timber, but I just didn't. I was trying to keep track of it at one point, and it just got to be too much, because when you start adding in course play routes, it pays the drivers, and then you got vehicle expenses, maintenance cost, building cost, maintenance, the wood chip storage that we have down there near the sawmill. That's I think $10 a day maintenance cost, and yeah, you know, it just kind of all adds up. Plus you get high demand for wood at the sawmill, and so I start scrambling to get wood delivered and wood chips and stuff sold. So it kind of changes prices occasionally, but yeah, I kind of wish I had kept up with all that now. Oh well. Okay, so I'm going to quit rambling here. I'm going to get off, and next video you see is high-speed logging number 3, and we'll see what we can do. So until then, have a good one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.